All right, man, we on here. What's up, fight fans? It's the homie, main man, made man in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. Once again, it is an honor and a pleasure. I repeat, a honor and a pleasure to be up on here with all of the boxing fam and the boxing fans. It's Saturday, so you know what that means. It's our time now, man. Yes, sir, man. Salute to everybody that catches this live. Salute to everybody that catches this on the playback, man. I hope everybody out there being cool, having a cool weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? Staying away from this whole coronavirus mess, man. Keeping your family stocked up. Just staying low, flying under the radar, staying low. And you know, hopefully some of y'all survival instincts kicked in by now. You know what I'm saying? And what do I mean by that is that, you know, before we get into the boxing, let's just, you know, warm it up a little bit so people start coming in. I just want to say, man, like this coronavirus thing, man, it really taught me something. You know what I'm saying? And it taught me something that I never realized. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Dillian? What's up with you, fam? What's going on? Appreciate you riding through, fam. But this thing has taught me, you know, I was always like a student in history or whatever. And, you know, we know about the flu epidemic and all that stuff like that. And we know how like diseases can wipe out animals and people and stuff like that too. But, you know, one thing I was never, I guess it took me to live through it to really feel it and kind of understand it is how disease can bring countries to its knees if it came to such. You know what I'm saying? Economically is what I'm talking about. Like how that can happen. To see it and to see it. I was literally sitting in the parking lot the other day, man, like in front of Target, man. And I was just kind of looking how everybody's staying home. They all for work. The parking lots are crowded. They packed. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a run on the stores kind of semi going on right now. And it just shows me like, dang, just something like this. You know what I mean? I never understood how it can bring an economy or anything like that down, but I see it. If it went into certain territories, I see it. And it's like, damn, just like that. How, man, pandemics and stuff like that. And for those who believe it or don't believe it, it just gives you a sense of if the knob was turned up of what the repercussions can be. I mean, water can be on it. We talking about missing toilet paper and napkins and man, water, all kind of just basic necessities like bread and milk. And bro, the stores wouldn't be able to keep up. So I just, man, it just living through it. It just it's crazy, man. How just at the snap of a finger, man. Countries got to borrow money to get through things like this, man. At the snap of a finger. At the snap of a finger, it can bring any economy to its knees, man. But let's get to the boxing, man. So let me get right here in front of y'all, man, like I always do. You know what I'm saying? Real spill, man. Let me get on here like I always do. We're going to heat it up in a minute with the boxing topics, man. You know, first and foremost, let me just tell y'all at the top of the show, like I always do, for everybody that likes to come here and watch and listen to We Talking Boxing, don't forget that we have the We Talking Boxing playlist available on the homepage of this particular channel. Just go to the We Talking Boxing playlist, scroll all the way down to the bottom to get the more recent to the more later ones. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, have a blast, because a lot of people like to come here just for this particular episode. You know what I mean? So just to let you know. But anyway, also before we get the crack-a-lacking, man, let's talk about it. I want to give a hearty, man, rest in peace and my condolences. I have yet to make a video about it. My condolences to the Mayweather family, man. Rest in peace to Roger Mayweather. We know we lost him this week at the age of 58 years old, man. Rest in peace to the Black Mamba, man. A fighter that's given us many memorable moments in the fight game. Reached the high heights of boxing. Established his family name, you know what I'm saying? His family legacy, laid it down at the foundations of boxing. You cannot mention boxing without mentioning the name Mayweather. And it's a Roger Mayweather that has contributed to that legacy. Some may even say got it really cracking. You know what I mean? His accolades speak for themselves. 2-divisional world champion, former lineal champion. You know what I'm saying? Also former IBO champion. Fought from the years of 81 to 1999. Decided to step down from fighting to train his nephew, Floyd Mayweather, guided him pretty much through the first 12 years of his professional career and took him to the highest heights you can imagine. And through the tutelage of Roger Mayweather. The man is a boxing genius. He has coined the phrase, "You don't know shit about boxing." We have Roger Mayweather to attribute with that phrase, man. And it's an amazing phrase, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, but we're going to miss this man. A lot of boxing knowledge, a lot of memorable moments, man. And it's crazy. You know, it's funny because Roger Mayweather's style, the way he taught Floyd Mayweather, was way different than what his father taught him. You know what I'm saying? And remember when his pops went to prison, you know what I mean? And of course, Roger took the helm at the beginning of Floyd Mayweather's career. His father came out of prison in 98, took Floyd Mayweather, took the job back of training Floyd Mayweather. And then he lost it 2 years later back to Roger. And then Roger worked with him all the way to 2012. But the style of Roger that gave to Floyd, man, that was that pretty boy style. That was under Roger. That was that black mamba. You know what I'm saying? He instilled in his nephew. Fast hands, ready for war, ready to go right at you, man. Piece you up, combination punching. You know what I mean? Those are the things that Roger had put in Pretty Boy. And this is one thing that we all got to say, fight fans. You might don't like Money May. You might don't like the man outside the ring for whatever reason, but you love Pretty Boy Floyd. I seen a lot of Roger Mayweather in Pretty Boy Floyd, man. But he gave him a more aggressive style that once Floyd Mayweather his hands got injured and he had to use more so of such a non-aggressive style. Not to mention, Floyd became more so a so-called poster boy for, maintaining his faculties after boxing. And we seen what happened. He's seen the deterioration of his uncle, and Floyd decided to go another style. And this brought his father back, who was more of a technical sound boxer, and it mixed well for Floyd. Floyd did a masterful job, I've always said, of mixing the tutelage of his uncle as well as the tutelage of his father and putting them together. He always done such a masterful job at that, man. But Roger Mayweather, I always say, when Pretty Boy Floyd, that's all Roger Mayweather, man, all day. So rest in peace. I repeat, rest in peace to this man. A final record of 59 wins, 13 losses, 35 knockouts, man. Former lineal champion. R.I.P. to Roger Mayweather, man. Floyd had a rough week. We know he lost a child of his mother also earlier in this week, man. Rough week for Floyd Mayweather. The Mayweathers have my condolences and my prayers, man, goes out to them, man, all day. You know what I'm saying? Miss Boxing in the building. What's up, family? Stormy B-Man in the building. What's going on? Silver Salamo up in this joint. What's up, man? Word of the day. What's up, family? Appreciate everybody that rocking with the homie. Let's get to the good shit, shall we? Now check this out. Spence versus Crawford. Maybe next year. That's how I feel, fight fans. Listening to the talk, listening to everything that we hear, man. That's just the way I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? Now, we know the quote that came out from Earl this week. It's been quoted around the boxing world. And according to Earl Spence, and I quote, "We gonna fight. We gonna fight. If we don't fight this year, we're definitely, I said definitely, gonna fight next year. It's gonna happen." End quote. So, in my opinion, given what's going on with boxing being shut all the way down right now, you know what I mean? We got nothing moving right now. All fights are being discussed. Fighters don't know if they're going to get paychecks, whatever the case may be. Salute to Shakur Stevenson because he let it known on Twitter. Oh, yeah, I might have missed my Murriaga fight, but I damn sure got the check. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? With everything that's going on with the coronavirus, all the fights being shut down, that hurts this cause more than ever. We already know the position of Earl Spence in PBC. We already know what he wants to do. And that is face Manny Pacquiao, period. You know what I'm saying? He posted for Danny Garcia last January. It didn't work out. So a lot of fight fans believe that Danny Garcia is waiting in the wings if the Manny Pacquiao fight doesn't happen. Nobody knows what Manny Pacquiao is going to do. Will he fight Mikey Garcia? Will he decide to go towards Earl Spence Jr. and take a chance? We don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, neither does Earl Spence Jr. Now, like I said, this fight gonna happen maybe next year. Let it be no secret to anybody that's wondering out there, Main Man's position is crystal. Crystal. Ain't no daylight here. If Earl Spence Jr. does not face Manny Pacquiao, I don't want to hear nothing about no Danny Garcia, and that don't change. We need to be talking about Terence Crawford next, if not Manny Pacquiao, period, point blank, and that's if Earl is ready. That's if Earl is ready. I seen a recent video this week on Fight Hype. Earl looks like he got the pounds on him. But I'm not going to sit here and chop him down for such, because in that same particular video, he stated that Derrick James doesn't have the gym open. We know that there's a nationwide shutdown probably on gyms right now. Ain't no gyms open. Ain't no gyms open out here in the DMV either. You know what I mean? So he may be chilling. He say he running. What else can he do? I mean, if he's smart, he should have a gym in his own basement. He should be working out in his own home, getting it did. You know what I mean? That's what great fighters do. Fuck the excuses. We keep it moving. But anyway, in that same particular video, looked a little chunky, I admit, but in that same particular video, he stated that he was not doing much work. So, and we know how fighters get between fights. Now, of course, the great ones, the disciplined ones, they do stay in shape between fights. A lot of them don't, which in this day and age of fighters, I don't understand that shit. Now, that's the one thing about my main man, Bud, the #1 pound for pound fighter in the entire world. You never had these questions about Bud. Will he make weight? Will he not make weight? He looks too big for the weight. He's walking around 50 pounds overweight between fights. You never hear that about Bud. One of the reasons you call him the #1 pound for pound champion in the entire world. But anyway, yeah, he's looking kind of chunky. But to his credit, like I said, ain't no gyms open. But maybe he doesn't know, he doesn't know that Amazon and eBay, they sell weights. Or, he don't got a Nordic track. He don't got he don't got those things. He don't want to invest in workout equipment. He just say, fuck it, the gym ain't open, so I ain't got to work out. I'm just going to chill. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But he's saying the fight's going to happen next year. But I believe that it should be happening, if not Manny Pacquiao next. Because marination ain't working, fight fans. It ain't working. We went down this road a million, billion, trillion, zillion times. It ain't working. And that's why my position has evolved to this. I was all for Earl Spence doing his plan. Oh, yeah, I'm going to clean up my side of the street. And I've been telling people what I said, that the man did say that was his plan from day one. People already knew what the man's steps was going to be. But in light of things, you know what I mean? That was like a minute ago, bro. Like all we got was Porter. Like, you know what I mean? They took little Mike, so it held up things. And now we got this. So in light of things, I think we need a little adjustment to that plan. What you say? I think we need to click that up on the calendar, fight fans. Am I going wrong here? Am I asking too much? Am I going wrong? Riddle me that. Silver Salamo say, man, yeah, rest in peace to Roger Mayweather all day, man, all day. Roger was good, 15 rounds, yeah, man. He fought back in them times, man, when they was doing 15 rounders and bought hell every round. Man, we gonna miss the Black Mamba. Rest in peace to him, man. Rest in peace to him. You don't know shit about boxing. TJ Sports Nation is in the building. Salute to you, fam. Appreciate you rocking on through, fam. I got Monty up in this joint. Monty want to get up on here. Yes, sir. Monty hit me up earlier, man, all day, fam. Let me put that in the chat right now so the fam can get on up on this joint. You know what I'm saying? Real spill, man. As you see, we talk about your man right now, Monty. And Monty, I need to know your position on whether you think that Earl should get into this thing next with Danny if Manny Pacquiao don't make it happen. I think that shit right there. Or he need to be getting right up in there with Bud. We need to have that discussion, Monty. I think that's it right there. Maybe I did it wrong. Can you be able to click that? Let me know. If that's done right, I'll see you pop up and you own cheer. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I mean, I think it should be next, fight fans. I guess I hope I ain't too wrong for that, but that's just the way I feel as a boxing fan. We ain't got time. I just seen Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder spoil what could have been Joshua in a humongous fight with Deontay Wilder. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Joshua had already dropped the ball before that over Murray. I just seen this shit. I just seen what happened to Julian J. Rock Williams. I just seen what happened to Jerry Swift Hurd. I just seen this shit for my own two eyes. You ain't got to get up here. No one can convince me that this should not happen if Manny Pacquiao ain't stepping to the plate, period. Now, I heard what Bud said. So let me get the Bud quote real quick. Hold on. Let's get the Bud's quote real quick. Hold on. I heard what Bud said. Bud says, and I quote, when PBC has a lot of fighters they can pick and choose from for Spence, they can keep it in-house. Top Rank did the same thing. Very, very true, fight fans. Very, very true. It's not bad for boxing. It's smart. Fuck is you talking about, Bud? Said Crawford. You don't see Crawford and Spence, but you see Danny Garcia versus Keith Thurman. Sean Porter versus Earl Spence. Those are great fights too, but it's not the one fight that y'all want to see. One fight does not take away from all the great fights that are happening this past year, end quote. Now, Bud is being real cordial about that shit. Like, yo, you may not get me in Spence, but you're getting Spence versus A, B, and C. But it ain't the fight y'all want. It ain't the fight y'all been asking for. Sure, but you still are getting A, B, and C. That don't fly with me, famo. Nah. And I know he been a little, I think a little bit of what do they call it? Like he been a little funny about this, I think. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way that he down to see let all of that happen before Earl Spence Jr. comes to him. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention why, if Earl Spence is victorious, in light of things, like I say, we got to speed it up. If Earl Spence is victorious, overturns Crawford, are those fights going anywhere? Is Danny going to leave? Wait, he retiring? Is that what's going on? Oh, Sean going to retire. What's going to happen? Manny going to retire. What's going to happen? If you beat Terrence Crawford, those fights are still right there, fight fans. The question is, if he fights the other fights, is the Terrence Crawford fight still going to be right there? That's the question. Because we don't really want to see it as much. And once again, we lose out on another fight. Marination ain't working. Ain't working. Simple. Stormy B Man says, salute at Monty Brown. Thanks for dropping by the channel during the show, brother, all day. Monty about to get up on here, man. I want to hear his position on this. You know what I'm saying? Monty is jumping on everything and letting it be known, bro. He defending Earl. He letting it be known. He gonna put Earl position out there and make it crystal. I'm down to hear. You know what I'm saying? I'm dying to see it here. I could say he fight bums. Who you talking about? Terrence Crawford fight bums? I highly disagree with that, famo. How did Terrence Crawford fight bums? Last I checked, he beat a dude that beat a legend, right? Manny Pacquiao lost to Jeff Horn. Last I checked, Ricky Burns was the two-time world champion, correct? It's not easy to do, fam. Can't be a bum. I mean, with the bums, last I checked, he fought for undisputed. He fought another unified champion. Where's the bums? They're different weight classes at that. First fight at welterweight, fought for a world champion. Okay, if you say so. If you say so. If you say so. But somebody gonna have to answer this question for me, man. Let's keep this story pushing. Now, Bud goes on and says, of course I want, and I quote, of course I want to fight all of the guys, but it's a business. If you are one of the best welterweights in the world, you're not going to take any less than what you deserve just to get in a ring to fight somebody that you feel that you are better than, end quote. That's just the bottom line. That's just the bottom line. If you feel like you the best, you're going to get in there with the best. I got Monty up on this joint. Hold on. Let me get him in.
My brother.
There he is. What's up, man? What's going on with you, man? What's up with you, fam?
Man, take it easy, bro.
Chopping it up about your homie, man. You know what I'm saying?
I see. I just jumped off his live stream, too. He said, tell man, if you ever talking that bullshit,
I'm
about to fly through the DMV.
Who say that?
That's what Earl said.
Oh, that's what Earl said. Hey, tell Earl, man, like when you chop it up with him, let him know, man, that yo, man, we got love for him out here in the DMV, but we need Crawford more sooner than later, fam. You know what I'm saying? That's just the bottom line. That's just, hey, bro, how you feeling about this dude facing, if he don't get Manny Pacquiao, he need to be in there with Bud next, right?
If you don't get Manny Pacquiao, it's gonna be Danny Garcia. Like, that's what we
already how Danny Garcia gets in there before Bud.
Because, bro, I'm gonna ask you this: is Danny Garcia a pay-per-view fight?
Yeah, it is.
Exactly. So,
is Bud a pay-per-view fight?
Yes, of course. Danny,
is it a bigger pay-per-view fight?
Yep. But is it easier to get made than Danny Garcia?
Not really. I think it could be made it's as easy.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because first of all, is Bud gonna take 60-40? You just said.
Why didn't take 60-40?
I just heard you read that Bud said he's not gonna take less than what he think he deserves because he just want to make the fight, right? So now, exactly. when we're looking at the situation now, we are, like we say, it's a business. He said it out of his own mouth. It's a business. So is Earl numbers not bigger than Bud numbers? Bud say he don't want 60-40, he want 50-50.
Earl numbers not bigger than Bud numbers, but are they they're not in like super great territory, fam.
Yeah,
like
neither one is
territory.
Yeah, neither one is blowing the shit out the water. But at the end of the day, it's the A side and it's the B side. Earl is most definitely the A side, bro. Unified.
So but let's say they concede that then, right?
Yeah.
Let's say all right, they concede the fact that Earl is the A side, and they say 55-45 Let's say
No,
if they
no,
go
no.
55-45.
60
That ain't
40.
what your homie saying. He's saying
60 40.
he's saying he want Manny or Danny. So even if that man conceded to 55-45, which right now to get on the record to say that would be foolish. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna hold him
60
to it.
40. 60 40.
Bro, you don't say nothing like that so far out, bro. You can't say 64. Then they're gonna try to take him lower. They never gonna let him go above 40.
That's the number Earl says, 60 40, right?
Nah, that ain't
So
the
now look,
right
so
number.
now look, but check this out. We know, bro, Earl and Bud is it's gonna be tough to make, especially with the net worths. Now we keep saying people keep using Wilder and Fury as an scapegoat for Earl and Bud to get made. Two different fights, bro. It's two different fights. Two different
But the
fights.
same dynamics. Big money.
Yeah, but
Big
we already
money.
know Fury and Wilder already had the history of a rematch. That shit was already there, even before Bob even came and snatched them up. So that was gonna happen regardless when we talking about the welterweight division. The heavyweight division. When we look at the welterweight division, Earl Ben had things in place with Danny Garcia. We knew Danny and Earl supposed to have been January 25th. That supposed to happen January 25th. So
But it didn't happen though.
yeah, it didn't happen, but that don't mean that it's not going to happen. Like I said, bro, if
But
Earl
why
wants
that
to
don't
get
take
Manny,
precedence over Bud, fam?
if
That don't
Earl
take
wants to
precedence.
get
None of
Manny,
these
right?
fights that you mentioning taking precedent. Only one that does is Manny.
Listen,
None of those other fights take precedent over Bud. It ain't bigger money.
You saying that? What do you mean?
It
But
ain't a bigger reward.
it don't have to be bigger money, long as it's big money. It's big money, and it's a pay per
So
view
why
fight.
wait? So why wait?
What for who? For Earl and Danny?
Why wait? If you just said it. It's big money. It's a big reward because you're talking about a world title.
Wait
right?
a minute.
Big
I'm not
recognition.
talking about Crawford. I'm talking about Danny. I'm talking about you saying it's not bigger.
In the Danny
You saying
fight,
it's
let
not
me ask
bigger.
you this question: if Earl beat Crawford, is Danny going anywhere?
And if Earl beat Danny, is Crawford going anywhere?
If Earl, but dog, we running a marination risk once again. Like I say, with all the other fighters, that's the way that they talk. That's the same exact way. Oh well, I'm gonna go do this first. They didn't see it coming. I'm just not trying to have us boxing fans lose out on a huge ass fight over somebody just trying to go get a couple dollars.
It ain't the point of trying to get a couple dollars. It's the point that Danny Garcia is still a big fight too. Regardless of what you want to say, that Danny Garcia is still a legacy fight, just like Sean Porter for Bud is a legacy fight. Now, when we're looking at the situation, Earl and Danny, bro, like I said, it supposed to happen January 25th. It's still, you can't still take it off the table. That's why I said if Earl wants to get Manny Pacquiao, the only thing is to stop the Earl Spence and the Terrence Crawford fight is the Danny Garcia fight. So with that being said,
who the hell is Danny Garcia?
Wait a minute. Listen, with that being said, because Danny is still a name, bro, with a fan base, and Danny still gonna bring paper to the table.
Bro, you talking like Bud is a nobody though? Like
I
Bud,
never said Bud is. Let me finish this, man. If Earl wants to fight the Manny Pacquiao fight, right? Like I'm telling y'all, the fight that could stop Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford from happening is the Danny Garcia fight. So my thing was, Bud should be telling Bob Arum, put money on the table for Danny Garcia. That way, if Bud go ahead and knock Danny Garcia off the way, it's no way for Earl to come back and say, you know what? The only thing that can stop us from fight is the Danny Garcia fight. Because even though people keep looking at Danny like Danny is just a nobody, Danny is still a pay-per-view fight. Danny is
like the number 5 welterweight.
It doesn't matter, bro. He's still.
No, we want to see number 1 and number 2, bro. We don't want to see number 2 and number 5.
It's still okay. So if Earl and Crawford can't get made, you telling me Danny Garcia is not a great fight to put on?
Well, it's a great fight to get made.
Want to see?
Nah, it's a good fight to get made. That ain't what I'm saying. Yeah. But I'm saying that we prefer, and don't tell me that they can't do it after we just seen Fury and Wilder. We prefer Spence and Crawford. And at this present moment, there ain't no excuse that can be given to say if I don't get Manny.
From a fan perspective, man.
In Danny's case, bro, in Danny Garcia's case, it ain't even in that case, that fight ain't going nowhere. Bro, we lost how why we keep vouching for marination when they all gone wrong.
It ain't vouching for marination, bro. Like we keep saying, look,
we need it.
Fans' perspective. Yes, you want to see Earl versus Crawford.
Right, Danny ain't never even been on pay-per-view. Danny ain't never been on pay-per-view.
Listen,
you're right.
Fans' perspective. You want to see Earl and Terrence Bud Crawford, bro. Fighter's perspective is always a business, bro. It's always okay. If this shit can't happen, then this dude gonna be right here. Look, This not me speaking from a fighter perspective. This me saying from a fighter's perspective, bro. So if you Earl Spence,
The
you
bigger
saying
business is Bud, fam. The bigger
listen,
business is Bud.
but that don't mean big business ain't with Danny Garcia. You know what I'm
Then
saying? You keep saying the bigger business, bro.
well, there's
Listen,
no way,
listen,
there's
listen.
no
When
way that
Pacquiao
Danny
was the bigger,
Garcia
when
take
Pacquiao
precedence
was
over
the
Bud,
biggest
man. The
business
number
for
one pound for
Mayweather,
pound fight in boxing.
when Pacquiao was the bigger business for Mayweather, and they couldn't make that shit happen. What Mayweather do? Go to the next big business, bro. Just because one shit don't work out, don't mean you're not gonna stop moving,
But
bro.
what's stopping your man from jumping? But that's the thing. We ain't gonna just take our eye off the fact that ain't no viable reason not to make the fight. We just saying the fight ain't happening just because somebody want to take an interim, go make a big bag of money and then come back to the table, bro. When Bud's sitting right there, like dog, the bag of money is all we need is your side to bring a bag. My side ready to bring a bag. When your side gonna bring a bag, and
Yeah,
we put the
you can
bag
say
together
my
and make
side
it
is
happen.
you can say my side is ready to bring it back. Then when business get to talking, then shit change up. Just cause listen, just cause he said, okay, I want to fight him, it's still gonna be, man, y'all think that shit gonna be easy, bro. If they ain't talking about taking 60-40, and we know what Bob Arum talking about, and we see Bud talking about, oh, I want this amount of money, and Earl saying, no, I want this amount of money, that's gonna be a stalemate. It's gonna be a stalemate regardless, bro.
But
So
bro, okay, but that's my whole point. Now, you 60-40, that's unreasonable. I think it's a little unreasonable.
that's not
40, he
unreasonable at
could at
all,
least
bro.
went 5, and that's just giving him the edge because he unified. And I
That
gotta get,
that's
you
not
just gotta,
unreasonable at all because, like I say, the numbers, Earl numbers, still better than Bud numbers. He coming in as
bro,
a
he fought
unified.
Lil Mike, bro.
He
Like,
coming
come
in. He
on, you
coming
can't.
in as the unified welterweight
All
of the
them numbers,
world.
they were okay, fam. Like they wasn't fucking like million hitting like through the roof numbers.
Hey,
Like to take a position and say, oh yeah, I'm just gonna son you. It ain't like you bought that man that you bought
wait a minute.
units.
How's that sunning you, bro? When you just want the business to be
60-40
right,
to the number one pound for pound fight in boxing is sunning them.
man. 60-40, bro, is reasonable.
That
That's
ain't
not
reasonable,
reasonable.
man.
That's
That's
not
hell
reasonable.
no, that ain't
Come
reasonable,
on,
bro.
bro.
Like that ain't because at the end of the day, bro, you know that this is the number one pound for pound fighter in boxing, bro. How the hell is that reasonable, bro? The
The
same
number
way
one
Bud
pound
is
for
big
pound
in
fighter.
Omaha, the same way Bud is big in Omaha, Earl is big in Texas. They both got their hometowns locked down. Give them both. Outside of that, bro, they about almost an even playing field when
Earl
you
and
really
Porter was outside of Texas.
come on, man. Like bro, if give Bud a little Mike and see what have happened. If you see what their numbers would have looked, it would have been real
Bro.
similar. It would have been
Listen,
real similar, man. You know what I'm saying?
we can
Only
say,
thing I'm trying to say is, Monty, I
look,
can't think of nobody that can say that Danny should get that shot before Bud because I just don't. Danny being a name and all this extra shit, that name shit is got lost us fights, bro.
but you
It's
can't say
lost us fights.
Danny already had the shot. That's the thing. You saying you can't see him getting it before, but like I say, January
That time is
25th,
past. That
January
time is
25th was
past.
already on the table, bro. How can the time pass when Earl haven't even fought yet? You can't say it passed, bro. When a man was to fight this man had an accident and he come back. If anything, you should be giving Earl credit for still going to the fight that he was in. People saying, oh, you need to tune up this, that, and the third. Like, nah. Because if you don't get a tune up, then it's still gonna stall. So the time happened past. I see if Earl would have came back, oh, this, that happened, but he still haven't fought yet. So you can't say the time passed, bro. Just in my opinion, you can't say the time passed. And I want to see Earl and turns Bud Crawford, but I'm not gonna overlook what's really going on either, bro. So, and we know Bob Arum gonna want this money off the bat, right off the bat. Froze over there, main man.
You see me, bro?
Yeah, I heard you. I got you up there twice. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, bro. I'm going through some. Yeah, I think that's my side, fam. I'm going through some Wi-Fi shit, bro. Man, I'm battling with
Comcast. About me around this motherfucker.
Bruh, man, my fault. Everybody already know that's in the chat, man. Check it out. Sometimes I might have a little connection issue, but I'll be right back. A few seconds, man. I've been dealing with this issue for a minute, so y'all just rock with the homie. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everything back cool, man. So back to where we left off at, though, fam. Like I say, man, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, 60-40, That's a little over the top to me. For me, you know what I'm saying? I think that it's the number one pound for pound fighter in boxing. You got to show that man some respect for his accomplishments. 5 would have been when you go down to 60-40 and make people start thinking, dog, is you pricing yourself out. You know what I mean? Like, are you trying to put the number so at a point? And then here's another thing I be hearing. I be hearing you and a lot of the other Spence Nation saying about, and they be like, yo, where the off at? You know what I mean? Where's the off at? Last I checked, Spence saying he won 60-40, which makes him the A side, right? He think he A side.
He is the A side. Am I wrong on that?
So does not A side send the offer, right? That's been the tradition as far as back as we can remember.
They said 60-40. He said no.
So where's the 60-40 offer? So we can see some counter offers.
Bud turned it down.
What you mean, Bud turned it down?
He said,
what you mean?
He said he ain't taking 60-40.
Nothing. You got to send it to turn it down.
You said no. You got what?
You got to send it to turn it down.
Bud already say he said he's not taking 60-40. Earl say 60-40. He said no.
Bro, you got to send the offer. You can't say, oh, that man A side, and then say, oh, he ain't got to send no offer. Oh yeah, he sent 60-40. And then that man said it over the media.
We already know the offer gonna come from the PBC side. We already know it. But
let me ask you this then, Monty. Let me ask you this. And get some little enlightenment on this, man. You know that fight hype video came out early this week. You know what I'm saying? That had Earl in the joint, and a lot of people talking about that video. You know what I'm saying?
Which one?
Did you see the video?
Which one? When he was in the mirror?
Yeah. And they saying the weight gain and like between fights and all that. Can you add? How do you think your man doing between fights? Like, you think it's okay? Like, you think everything is all right with him to the point where, because he did look a little chunky. You know what I'm saying? In that particular thing, I'm just wondering, given that there's no fights no time soon, you know what I'm saying? The gym shut down. You know what I mean? Like, how do you think he gonna be all right? Like, he gonna be okay and be the same old Earl coming back? Nothing ain't changing, right?
I mean, that's yet to see. That's what I'm assuming he is, but I just can't say he gonna be the same Earl. But I'm assuming he gonna be the same Earl mentally, physically. Like I say, we never seen Earl not make weight. We never seen that. So, and we seen Earl blow up before, like after the fight. Some people call it undisciplined. They can say what they want, but we all know, bro. Once you go through a situation like he went through, and you sitting in the hospital in ICU, it wasn't that long. But to get back, you know what I'm saying? You go eat. Especially you don't know when you're coming back. So when I look at that situation, I see him in the gym now. He working his ass off. Even though he said they still not in the gym, Earl's still in the gym. He working. You know what I'm saying?
He said that he doing running. He running, but he said Durr got the gym. Well, at least in the video post, he was just like the gym shut. All gym shut. You know, with this whole little virus stuff.
Corona shit going down. So
yeah. You know, I would think though, and hope that he working out in the basement or something. You know what I'm saying? Putting that work in the basement.
Yeah, trust and believe. Knowing the fight they coming up, I'm quite sure, man. He doing something like you say, but I ain't just gonna look at it and say, "Oh, he not gonna make weight this day," because we never seen him not make weight. And like I said, we seen him up. So, like I said, July, August, it's so much time to go on before. You know what I'm saying? Before the fight happens, and we really don't know if it's gonna be July, August. It might be pushed back a little further than that. We don't know with this Corona shit going on, but hopefully we can get back on track sooner than later. But I'm not
these
worried.
Damn fighters better not get comfortable, bro.
Yeah.
These fighters sitting around, man. Ain't no checks coming in. We ain't got no fight schedule. We just gonna chill. These fighters got to get ready, stay ready. You know what I'm saying?
I'm seeing a lot of fighters though staying ready though. I'm seeing a lot of fighters saying they working out, and because I'm quite sure they understand what's going on. They don't want to get fucked around and get caught over either. So, man, like Earl had to look weight. We seen when he was working out with Derrick James, looked like he was heavy. So I see him getting the weight down, and I like I say, until I see that he don't make weight, because I seen this happen before. I seen this, but he came in shredded, looking good, and ready to go. So
you like feel confident that everything gonna be all right as far as him and weight and everything like that. You don't think they're gonna sit around and get too comfortable? None of that type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because like I say, the big business coming up now with the situation, and you want to be on pay-per-view, so you ain't trying to fuck that over. Knowing, like I say, knowing the spotlight on you, knowing, you know, like this gonna be one of the biggest fights to be made this year, and everybody want to see what goes on with you. So I'm quite sure Earl,
because he keeps talking about Danny fucking Garcia, bro. Like Danny Garcia, man.
Listen, man. You can say what you want about Danny, bro. You can say what you want about Danny, but it's a big fight. Just like I say, Danny good enough. Like
In what
Y'all
way
can't
you
overlook.
keep saying it's a big fight,
Yes,
but you're not telling me how is it bigger than the Bud fight? How did that take
listen,
precedence
listen. We
over
not. I'm
Bud?
not. Wait a minute. I can't tell you that it's bigger than the Bud fight. All I'm telling you is we know Earl Spence and Bud is one of the biggest fights to be made in boxing. Yes,
Right.
but that don't take away that Danny Garcia is not a big fight, bro. So we can say
It's
it's
a
bigger
big
than the
fight, but
Bud
no,
fight. Yes, it's a big fight and it's a big money fight as well. So it's bring big money just like Turnbull Crawford bring big money, bro. So you can't look at what it is. You can't say, oh, it's a
so
big fight, but fuck it.
you do know
We
you
don't
do
want to
now.
see it.
Now, even though I don't agree when people say easy route and they be like, yeah, I said negotiation wise, but when people say easy route, this is what people the try. This is what they try to refer to some shit like this. Like, bro, clearly they can do the Bud fight. They can make it do the Bud fight, send the offer, make it happen, at least get the wheels turning. But they choose to go to the Danny route. And in my opinion, the Danny fight is an easier fight than the Bud fight. No,
That's
we got.
we
I've
don't
yet to
know.
get
We
it.
don't know how the fight gonna be until it play out. We can say that bitch can be easy,
True,
then you get
true.
in there and then you put on a great show. Then guess what people gonna say? Oh, Bud. I mean, Earl ain't this, Earl ain't that. You know what I'm
True
saying?
shit.
So I'm not
True
gonna turn
shit.
away from Danny. I feel
He
like
stops
Danny
Danny, dog. That's a hella statement, dog. He stops Danny. That's a beautiful fucking statement. You know what I'm saying?
Danny never
That's a
been
beautiful
stopped. Danny
statement.
never even been dropped. So when I'm looking at this shit, people thought Keith Thurman's gonna get in there and just watch Danny Garcia, but it didn't happen. And Danny is a disciplined fighter, so I'm looking at Danny as a tough fucking fight for Earl Spence. I ain't just saying this gonna happen like that. Like I said, I got a $500 bet on the table with a motherfucker that's saying Danny go beat Earl. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So at
Yeah,
the end of the
yeah,
day,
yeah.
bro,
Hey, if you want to take that money? That's shit. That's easy
yeah,
money. Come
yeah.
holler.
So I'm looking at it as look, Danny's still a name, Danny's still, and we want to see Danny and Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So
Danny Ducking Crawford. He
listen,
don't want that Crawford work,
but
bro.
this what I'm
None
saying,
of
though.
them want that
This
Crawford
what
work,
kind
man.
of be having me mind boggling a little bit. This what be kind of
Bruh,
having me mind
bruh.
boggling because
I hate to
Danny
say
is
it
good.
straight like this.
Look,
Crawford is
Danny
the
is good to
PBC
fight
boogeyman,
Crawford.
man.
It's good for Danny to fight Crawford, but it ain't good for Danny to fight Earl. You know what I mean? And not coming from you, but you got so many people out here saying, "Oh yeah, Danny and Crawford got history. This would be a good fight." Danny Daddy said this about Crawford, blah 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 yada. Just like with a little bit with
With Mikey
Tank,
Garcia, same thing, right?
yeah, Mike Garcia or Tank and Leo or Tank and Gary. You know what I'm saying? So I just be a little mind boggling sometimes, bro.
But that's a little different though, Monty. That's a little bit different. Danny and Crawford got history. They go all the way back to we went when you talked about it. They got history. They fight makes perfect sense. Or because based upon the history that them two got. All the way back to the amateurs, talking shit all of these years. Never ran into each
I
other.
mean, a good fight is a good fight at the end of the day, bro. Especially
But
at
that's
the
that's the
finish,
re-
bro.
that but that is understandable in Danny's situation with nah, bro, because in Danny and Earl, bro, they got no history. All right, no one was asking for the fight. Nobody ain't you. You can put a poll out right now, whatever. I guarantee you, Danny won't come in first by far. You know what I'm saying? They got no history. He's doing it for the bag. Can we just say that then? He's doing
Is,
it for the bag.
is Danny a top welterweight or not though?
Top, yeah, but from the top of the top, he's at the bottom from the
Nah,
top. You
nah,
know what I'm
nah,
saying?
nah. Is he a top welterweight or not? Because last time I checked, if you're a top fucking welterweight and it's a history fight, you know what I'm saying? You can't take away from people still making legacy fights, bro. And Danny Garcia is still a big fucking name. Danny Garcia is a somebody. People like the
Danny
some
Garcia
like
got offered the
the,
biggest
the way people talk about
contract of his
Danny,
career.
bro. The way people talk about Danny is like Danny ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Danny ain't shit. So
It ain't that he ain't shit. It's just that it's
man,
better fights. It's better fights. It
I,
is better fights out there, fam.
listen,
You
bro.
know that it's better fights.
Danny is gonna be a great fight for either or Turnbull Crawford or Earl Spence.
For Earl Spence, I think it's a waste. It's just a bag making opportunity. But however, in Crawford, they have history. Those two, they always you were only undisputed at 140 because I didn't take the belt away from Peterson and I could have did this. They got the history. It ain't no only reason you giving me that Earl doing it is because it's a big name and it's a big money fight.
And it's a PVC fight. Earl is over there. Earl been won a Danny Garcia fight. Earl been won a Keith Thurman fight. Earl been won a Sean Porter fight. You
Salute
know
to
what I mean?
Doc Vader in the building.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
we just can't sit up here and say, oh, it's like just Earl going to pick on Danny Garcia and not want to fight Turnbull Crawford. Earl been calling out Danny and Sean and Thurman, bro. So, like I
But
said,
times have changed,
this
bro.
fight
We've
would have took
evolved to a
place.
point now where he's had his car accident.
This
Where,
fight would have took place January 25th if the shit
right,
did
but
never
it
happen.
didn't happen. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen, fam. That window gone. That window, we can't just live in the past. That shit gone.
How did the window leave, man? And Earl Spence just coming back to the game, bro, after his situation. The window can't close if Danny Garcia is still there and Danny Garcia is still relevant and Danny Garcia
Who he
didn't
beat to
lose.
be still there, fam?
I
Who he
said
beat
that.
to be
Look,
still
I
there?
said if Danny Garcia would have lost to a motherfucker
Oh,
or
he fought.
something happened with Danny name diminished. So you can't say the window closed, bro. No, you can't say the window
Bro,
closed.
who did Danny beat to get back to that position, bro?
It doesn't matter. Look, you saying who did Danny lose to lose that position?
Look who he beat. Adrian Granados, bro.
Wait a minute.
Real.
But how did he lose the position though? That's what I want to say.
Because he got beat by Porter.
No,
He got beat.
bro, listen.
And he got beat by Keith.
No. Danny was fit to fight Earl Spence January the 25th of 2020. What happened for Danny Garcia to lose that position to fight Earl Spence?
But was he not? That's when everyone thought he was the mandatory.
No,
He's not declared the mandatory.
What happened for Danny Garcia to lose that position to fight Earl Spence?
Time, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No,
because
that ain't a good enough explanation, bro.
It made, I guess at the time it got made. It made some.
That's not a good enough explanation.
And now, bro, with Murray Nation gone wrong, bro, too many times, it's not making no sense no more, man.
Listen, you can't put other people's situation on Earl Spence. You can't say, you know what, we wanted this fight, and look what happened. We wanted that fight.
But even back then, Danny ain't deserved a fight. Even back then, Danny, in January, Danny ain't deserved a fight.
How come, bro?
Bro, he beat Adrian Granada. Bro, he lost to the two top dogs and beat nobody to get back to to fight for a unification, to fight for two belts.
Listen, you can say he lost to the two top dogs, but it's
Ugas has outperformed him to fight for two belts.
Nah, hell no. You say Ugas outperformed Danny to fight Earl?
Yes.
Nah. Sorry, no.
Bro, he gave a much better showing against Porter than Danny did.
Some people thought Danny won that fight against Sean. Some people thought Danny won the fight against Keith. So
what? He ain't win against. He ain't definitely ain't win against Keith.
I felt like Sean Porter won, and I felt like Keith Thurman won myself. But you can't say Danny Garcia didn't put up great fucking efforts in both of those fights and made both of them fights look good, bro.
Ugas got better wins, victory names under his belt at welterweight than Danny does. And he beating Paulie Malignaggi's. He's beating Adrian Granados's, Robert Guerrero's, but losing against the top. At least in Ugas' case, bro, like he's never got that shot.
He lost
like,
the same way Ugas lost, bro.
Huh?
He lost the same way Ugas lost in a close fucking fight. So you can't say that Ugas outperformed him. Hell to the no.
On multiple occasions.
Hell no, bro. Hell no. Ugas is not a bigger name than Danny Garcia.
It's about name. So you admitting it's all about name. It ain't about
Ugas is not a bigger name than Danny Garcia. Ugas have not achieved more than Danny Garcia. So no.
Let me ask you this, Monty. Is it about a name or is it about being the best?
Listen, it's about both. Wait a minute. What you mean it's about a name and it's about being the best? It's about both. Now
it can't be about, you can't chase names and just say I want to be the best. It can't be about both.
Wait a minute. Fighters chase names all day. Bro. So we can't sit up here and say it's about names.
Bud chasing Earl. The name he chasing is Earl, and he is Crystal. You know what I'm saying?
So, wait a minute. So is Bud gonna sit around and pull a Gary Russell Jr.? Huh?
Look, Bud, I don't know. To be honest with you, bro, Bud ain't gonna be in this position much longer. Y'all ain't gonna be able to keep on coming at Bud and saying that, oh, he got nobody to fight. What's gonna happen when the 140?
We never said he ain't got nobody to fight because we know he got people to fight. That's the thing. It's not like
who he got to fight.
He got Sean Porter out there telling him to make an offer.
I don't want no smoke.
Wait a minute. If Earl can't get Manny Pacquiao, he got Danny Garcia out there making an offer. If Earl got Danny Garcia,
Danny turned it down.
If Earl got fight Danny Garcia, you got Manny Pacquiao out there. Make an offer. Tell your promoter.
Manny Pacquiao ain't want to fight him then. Damn sure ain't gonna fight him now.
Hold on, wait a minute. Take that back. Manny never said he didn't want to fight Turnbull Crawford. We know that Bob Erm don't want to pay Manny the money he wants to fight Turnbull Crawford.
Very true.
So now that's the bullshit. Now, if Manny getting 20 million to fight Keith Thurman, he getting 20 million to fight Adrian Broner. How come he don't deserve 20 million to fight Terrence Bud Crawford?
I don't think that was a. It's more so I can't give you other than the fact that paying him 20 million, fighting against Bud Crawford at that time. Don't know how much that fight would have generated at that time. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it was all at the time. Terrence Crawford wasn't who he is today. He's much more known than he is today than he was in that time. So to have to pay that man 20 million to face, but then again, you're right, bro. I'm not gonna make no excuses for Bob. I still think he should have gave him the 20 million. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. The fight ain't happen. But the point I'm making is if it didn't happen then, it ain't gonna happen now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if Manny was gonna take that fight for real. There's a lot of quotes out there. Manny wasn't too 100 either. You know what I'm saying?
I think they call it the money. I think Manny a fight turn. Manny never been afraid of Terrence Bud Crawford, bro. It's been Bob Erm holding that shit back, and Bob Erm said it out his own mouth multiple times.
I do think Bob dropped the ball right there. I mean, at the time also, I'm aware he ain't want to lose to a star. Like, dog, Bud would have probably fucked around and beat Manny. And that's a real profitable fight at the time for Bob. Bob wasn't going to knock off Manny at that time, bro. He was putting him in the carousel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it could be traced back to Bob Arum, but that got nothing to do with Bud. And Bud is a different fighter right now. Like, he's more popular. He ready to go. He letting your man know, look, man, he put it out there on Twitter. If we want to fight, you keep telling me about managers, promoters, and all. If we want to fight, the fight can happen.
Man, Bud keeps saying we want the fight can happen, but Bud still has a promoter, and his promoter want his money, and Bud somebody want his money, and Earl, like you say, he has options. And
but when are they gonna come to the table, bro? Like that.
Earl told him, if we don't fight this year, it's gonna be next year without a doubt. If we don't fight this year, it's gonna be next year without that. And I feel like it ain't gonna be this year, just me myself. Because like I say, Manny Pacquiao and Danny Garcia, those are two fights, and like that's what's on PBC agenda for Earl Spence, bro. Them the two.
Manny Pacquiao or Danny Garcia.
I think both of them. I'm not gonna say either. I think
so. What if Earl loses to one of them fighters?
He loses.
Then we lose out on the monumental fight?
We don't lose out on the monumental fight because we can still get that fight. It's like
it's gonna be, but it ain't gonna be nowhere near the same. Nowhere near.
Like that's the thing. Fans got to stop being so rejective to if a fighter lose one fight, this fight's still not gonna be good just because the hype behind the fight how we want it. So if a motherfucker lose, then they look at the fight, the fight is just dead, it ain't no good no more. But we assuming what if he lose. Now what if he win?
Hold on, let me see this real quick, bro. Doc Vader say, man, Bud is scared as fuck to lose against Danny and Sean. He is scared to risk it. He want to go right to the bag, and I say so. But Doc Vader, did he not offer Danny a fight? Did he not actually put a number on Danny? No counter offer. And as for Sean, he never called out Bud. Never called out Bud. So what is he saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no offers. That's the whole thing, man. Everybody that keeps saying Bud ain't fighting nobody, these dudes ain't responding. Danny had $3 million dropped in on him. That wasn't enough. He could at least came back and say, this is what I needed. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even want to participate. Sean turns into the ultimate warrior to call out Danny. He rolled up on calling out Earl, walk up in the ring, the whole nine. But when it come to Bud, it's pussyfoot. But we saying that, but Sean wants to fight Terrence.
Yeah, I seen Sean and his daddy say send an offer. I seen Sean and his daddy tell Bob them to send an offer.
Where did he say that, bro? In some columns, bro. Because that would have been widespread. He must have whispered the hell out that shit.
Man, what was that? I'm gonna find it. I just seen Sean Porter saying, Terrence Crawford. They looking at Terrence Crawford. And I seen Kenny Porter say send an offer, bro.
Come on, we seen Sean call out fighters before, right? Did he not turn into the ultimate warrior against Danny? Did he not walk in the ring against Earl?
Barking like a damn dog. Yeah, no.
When he wants to fight, he lets it be known. He wanted Danny. We knew it. He wanted Earl. We know he wanted Keith. We knew it. But we debating on not if he want Bud or not because he ain't never showed that shit definitively that he wanted Bud. Not once. Not once.
I'm gonna say this: if Kenny Porter say they fight, that's all I'm gonna say. Whatever that man daddy say goes, bro. And we can't turn that down. And like, look, Sean was saying that first. Oh, look, if we agree to the fight, it's going to be up to me and him if the fight gonna happen. I seen Kenny Porter say some shit, then I seen Sean Porter whole demeanor change and say, "Well, we got our eye on Turnbull Crawford too." Whatever that man say goes. Whatever Kenny Porter say, it's gonna happen, bro.
Bro, let's look at the moves they make. They trying to get back into the WBC good graces, and they trying to get the mandatory spot to face the winner Earl and whatever he gonna do. That's all the Porters want, right? They don't want no smoke with Bud. They making Bud a last option. Maybe if we can't find nobody, then fuck it. That's the best check on the block. But at the end of the day, dog, that's the last possible option. They rather go back through the PBC carousel all over again. Fuck all that. They don't want no Bud smoke. Look, let's just make it evidently clear here. Nobody over in PBC, with the exception of Luis Collazo, Jotacito Lopez, I don't know. I think the janitor that usually mops up at the nighttime, I heard that he maybe want to get it. He's looking for a fight. He's down to fight Bud. But outside of that, there ain't nobody else over at PBC, fam.
I disagree.
They don't want no Bud smoke.
I disagree. Tell Bud promoter to send the right numbers, bro. Especially when we talking about pay-per-view fights.
It smack Bud around negotiations.
Especially when we talking about pay-per-view fights. We know
he got a $3, and then he got the best deal of all of them.
We know Bud ain't running no damn negotiations, bro. I don't think Bob Ehrman is giving Bud no fucking. He can say what he want to say on camera. When it comes to talking them numbers, without Bob Ehrman being happy, ain't shit gonna happen.
Okay,
because if that's the case, that's the case.
This is exactly how shit go wrong. If Earl keep running around, because I'm sure if he beats
so
whatever his next fight gonna be,
all the blame on Earl Spence, huh?
Hey, I ain't saying all the blame on Earl. Some Bob do bear some responsibility, but I'm saying I'm saying the blame is on PBC. I think they got a plan for Earl. You know what I'm saying? I think they got a plan, and the plan is to keep away from Bud for right now, because I think that's just part of the plan, bro. And there's nothing that Earl can really do about that at this time. But at the end of the day, it ain't making no sense to fight fans. Because throwing Danny name out there just because Danny is a popular fighter,
it ain't gonna make no sense to fight fans, because fight fans only think one way. They want the best versus the best. That's why it don't make sense to fight.
And they should get that.
Fight fans ain't looking at the business aspect. Fight fans ain't looking at the promoter aspect. Because
we seen these dudes eat. We just seen Earl in a major pay-per-view in Texas in Jury World. How many checks we gotta wait for?
Fans and fighters don't make the fights, bro. They just don't happen like that.
But
and we got to be real about that situation, man.
Did we not just see them? Did we not just see them collect checks? How many checks we got to sit back and watch, Mo? You feel me?
You just acting like they just collecting checks, want to fight anybody. That's why I say y'all just. If Earl was to fight Danny Garcia, I'm okay with that fight. Well, I don't know about child fight fans, but I'm okay because I understand the fight. I understand it's gonna be a great fucking fight, and when that fight happen, nobody's gonna be disappointed, bro. Nobody.
No, it ain't gonna be. It's a waste of time. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it, bro.
It's a waste of time when we can get the bigger fish. We can get the big fish. This is the same attitude, Monty, that has
Danny Garcia is a prime fighter.
J-Rock and Charlo. I mean, that killed J-Rock and Hurd. I mean, Hurd and Charlo. Man, we thought we lost too many fights like this, man. All of this, let's let them go get some money. Let's let them take the big name. One more fight. Just one more fight. Bro, they got it. Just all I'm saying is, I'm not saying it's all Earl's fault, because it ain't all Earl's fault. But all I'm saying is they got to make it happen sooner than later. Bud letting it be known he ready right now. And if PBC keep insulting the fans, telling everybody that they're going to send over Jotacito Lopez, they're going to send over Luis Collazo, but then we're going to have this discussion about, they can't send nobody. Oh, that ain't right. That ain't right. You know what I'm saying? That ain't right. And I think your man, he got to have to come up with a better answer than Danny Garcia, fam. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with Danny. I don't see nothing. Like I said, Danny good for Crawford, Danny good for Earl. And Danny is like, y'all discredit Danny, bro. Like, I don't like that shit. People discredit Danny like Danny ain't who he is, bro. And Danny
is Danny down at welterweight.
Danny is a top welterweight fighter. Danny was a WBC champion. Danny fought he fought Thurman. He fought Porter.
Lord.
Yes, he came up. Yeah, he came up short. All right, but still, he fought him in exciting fucking fights. You know what I mean? Came back. He's on the win streak, looking good. Knocked out Granados. Beat the shit out of this one boy, and now if him and Earl fight, that shit gonna be a hell of a fight. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. It's gonna be very entertaining, and we'll see who Bud fight after that. You know what I'm saying? Who see who
I
we
did
get
that.
to
You know
fight.
what? Now I will say this: Bud got nobody to fight, right? I don't know who he fight. They wasting time on the other side too. I mean, I don't see why Bob ain't on his A game when it come to business. When it come to Bud, now, they should have had Mikey in the ring by now. So a lot of fighters they could have probably, I think, maybe could have lured to the ring by now, but it ain't happening. So nobody don't want to fight Bud, fam. What can you say? You know what I mean? Let me ask you this question: why I got you here though? Let me
Yes,
switch
sir.
subjects real quick. Teofimo Lopez. You been hearing about this Teofimo Lopez, man? He out here complaining, talking about some Vasil Lomachenko. Oh, he gets to pick everything. He gets to get the. Now they talking about it's a venue thing, and he mad at Vasil Lomachenko flying back to the Ukraine, and he's saying basically that if he don't fight Lomachenko next, that he going up in weight. So we gonna fuck around and lose out on this fight.
I've
Loma
been
getting this
saying
thing the B side treatment. Should Teofimo shut the fuck up and just take this fight?
I really get like when we look at the whole situation, I feel like he got to. You know what I'm saying? And if you really want the fight, like you're saying you want it, how you been chasing Loma, you saying you been wanting him, and it's right here in arm's reach, y'all on the same playing field. You have to expect this to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, his
Exactly.
pop said, "Oh well, we got to be on our P's and Q's because just that and third." Well, we already know Loma is the name. We already know you've been chasing Loma. Yes, you do have a title now, so you should have some type of leverage on some type of say so. But at the end of
Mm-hmm.
the day, you should expect this to happen, bro. You know what I mean? Now with this fucking corona shit that's taking place, and I feel him if he's saying he can't get him right now, he going up because he's a big fucking 135 pounder. You know what I'm saying?
Veteran
So
tactic, right? Is that not
yeah,
a veteran tactic for
yeah.
Loma to let that sand run in that hourglass, get that
Mm-hmm.
shit as late as he can, try to catch
Yeah.
this kid while he busting at the seams trying to make weight?
Yeah, but Loma's saying this too. You running your damn mouth. If you want the fight, take the fight. You know what I mean? Now, Teofimo, it's up to you to say, okay, do I want to sit back and you know what I'm saying, get this man the perks of this and that, this the option. If I really feel like I'm gonna whoop his ass, you know, so
Yeah,
it's like you say, stay your ass in shape, stay ready for the fight. Um, you know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do to get the fight if you want that fight.
and
If you want
stop
the fight,
whining. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
And don't get me wrong. I understand why he can have some frustrations with Vasil Lomachenko, but I don't think Teofimo realized what it is to be the B side. Bro,
yeah,
you understand you don't get no, just take your money and go for the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Go for the opportunity, try to win the scraps, and then you A side and you get to call some shots.
yeah.
But bitching about the now because I heard it's a venue problem going on right now. They don't have a venue. Everything else from what I'm hearing from Aegis Climates has been agreed to. You know what I mean? Everything, the
Okay.
money. They say, man, your man got took to the table and the money. Everything is done except the venue, and that's at basically Loma's discretion. It's seeming like right now. But he got to get used to this shit.
I say fuck them. If everything else put in place, what does it matter where you fighting at? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Is he
Yeah,
look? Is he talking about venue for us, main man for us fighting outside the U.S. of A? Is that what he's saying?
yeah. I mean, no, they saying it's going to be somewhere here in America, but they saying that Vasil Lomachenko is that not sure if he happy with Madison Square Garden. They thought it was going to be a shoe in for Madison Square Garden, which they originally negotiated, but now they saying Loma may have a problem with that. But it's at his call, bro. Like if he A
Yeah,
side, dog. Oh, that's what I'm saying. When Teofimo come out to the because I had quotes and I was going to read them. When you coming out to the public and you whining like dog, like just shut up, bro. Go in there and get you gonna have rings against you. He gonna probably fuck around and give you some bad gloves, bigger glove, whatever the case. You gotta rock with it.
facts,
Did we
facts,
not
bro.
see Floyd had to put up with shit like this against De La Hoya?
Mm-hmm. Like I
It
wouldn't be
comes with
crying
the
about
church.
the goddamn venue. If we fight in America, I'm good. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck if it's in New York, L.A., um, Michigan. Like I wouldn't give a damn if you got the money right. You know what I'm saying? And all this right, you got the fight signed, sealed, and delivered. What does it matter if you in the U.S. of A? You talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like you say, shut the fuck up. Go fight him if you feel like you got to whoop his ass. Which I got Loma winning me myself. But if you feel like you got to
You
whoop
got
his
Loma beating
ass,
Teofimo?
yeah, I got Loma winning. But on points, I ain't got him stopping him. I got him winning on points. But and I do give Teofimo a shot because he a big motherfucker. He can punch, but you ain't gonna be landing all that horse shit on Loma like that. You got to be smart. But if you feel like you're gonna beat him, bro, go on in there and do what you got to do. And if you beat Loma, just think about where the fucking put you at. You know what I'm saying? Think about where it put you at.
But if Teofimo or if Loma wins, are they truly considered undisputed, knowing what's going on with the WBC franchise situation?
Not in my eyes. Like I say,
You
I'm
think
not,
they still have to fight the winner of what, Campbell and
whoever
Comey?
got,
I
whoever
mean,
got that WBC, whoever got that WBC, like, but
so
wait
you
a minute,
wouldn't give Loma, so you wouldn't give Loma undisputed status for that.
I will get Loma. I won't lie to you, and this is why I say this. And I know people they go shit on me a little bit, but because even though he upped the WBC scrap and it's the franchise, I was gonna say I give him a look credit with the WBC, a look credit on the simple fact of he did just come off of winning the WBC. You know what I'm saying?
No one
But
took it from him,
I still feel like
but he got out the way. He
yeah,
got
you got
out
out
the
the way.
way.
You got out the way of Haney, and because I was gonna say, you got to go see Devin Haney. If he would have did that situation and went to follow Devin Haney after that, then I wouldn't have no problem with it. Like say for instance, like if he beat Teofimo and he say I want to fight Devin Haney next, and by Devin Haney still having the WBC scrap, I will give him a look credit and say I can see him being uh, undisputed. You know what I mean? Because that it's still gonna look good on Devin if he win. But if it's no Devin Haney, then no, I
Devin
can't.
probably be going up to 140, like you said, going up to 140. So you saying if Haney ain't at the weight class by the time these two fight, then he can be considered undisputed. That's a good little way to look at it. Because
Yeah,
Haney ain't there to fight.
yeah. But he
But the
still.
fact that they already
But
took
I
him
really
out the
don't
way,
want to
it's
get that
already
to him.
happened.
Yeah, I really don't want to get that to him because then if I give it to him, I'm gonna have to give it to the next motherfucker as well. And I don't want to be that type of nigga to say, "Oh well, I gave it to him, but I'm not gonna give it to him." You know what I'm saying? I want to be consistent with it. So if I had to call it
Yeah.
straight down the middle, bro, you vacated the WBC. You know what I'm saying? Go get the WBC back if you want to be undisputed.
And you know what, fam? I agree with you 100%. And so since I agree with that,
Yeah,
if Vasil Lomachenko wins, I don't really consider him undisputed because he ain't got the real WBC, right?
yeah,
That would then keep Bud Crawford. Even if Vasil Lomachenko beats Teofimo Low, that still would keep Bud Crawford as number one pound for pound.
yeah,
Damn. I'm gonna
yeah.
keep it 100, bro. Don't let Black hear that, man. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
I know. Hey, Rap for Loma. I know that's his guy.
Hey, bro, hey, I'm with you 100%
Yeah,
though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dog. I feel like he never won the true belt. You know what I'm saying? That the true belt still exists around whoever weighs, bro. They got to go get that shit. They can't just step out of the way of people and then say turn around and say he undisputed.
exactly,
I
bro.
don't know.
And then he undisputed, right? So he can walk around and say he undisputed. But if he loses to somebody, they not undisputed because they can't take the franchise title from him. So that's why I don't agree with that shit at all. It's just word, bro. It's just word.
He gonna
And
have more
and,
work to do.
and Jose Sudam, I mean, sorry, um, Mauricio Sudamar was really pissed off at the situation. That's why I like Cynthia Conte, man. She did a hell of an interview with
Mhm.
Mauricio Sudamar asking about that situation. He was so mad, and that's why I think he kind of did that shit to Devin Haney by taking the title from him because he was like, "Well, they don't understand what we're trying to do with this, with the situation of motherfucking the franchise belt. We not giving it a chance. They shitting on it." Because she asked Wilder said he wouldn't accept the franchise belt, and like he was
Yeah,
really pissed off. He was really
yeah,
pissed
yeah.
off.
That's some stand up shit right there, man. See, that's
Uh-huh.
exactly the way that we got the WBA Super Championship. Same way when they was willing to accept it, like it ain't nothing. You know, at first the WBA was what the oldest belt in boxing, right? Then
WBA,
you make
yeah,
the WBA Super. Everybody takes it like it ain't nothing, and it just made the WBA regular mean basically nothing nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
facts,
And I
bro.
think they'll do that with this friend. Oh, he got the real belt. Nah, bro. Real belt is belonging to whoever win that WBC strap. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. That's why I
Hey,
said
speaking of WBC strap though, did you hear about the girl? My girl Franchon Cruz Discern, man,
I
getting
thought
her
the
WBO
WBO,
belt back.
yeah.
But the WBC ain't give her belt back.
And that's why I say, man, when I was looking at him, bro, and then we looking at she being a Mexican fighter, and they get pissed off, and I say stand up for your own, because that's all it's looking like to me. The
Bruh,
Richard Suleiman standing up for his own.
how the fuck you gonna say it's a no contest? All right, she it's a no. The fight is a no. But oh yeah,
But
we
she
not
get to
gonna get.
keep the
When you
scrap.
say a no contest, it's like the fight never happened.
Exactly. So that means you just take the belt from her and just give it to her. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
And then don't then okay, it's a no con. But then oh yeah, you got to fight to get it back. Now I don't know, man. I that shit, man. I hope they change that, and I hope they just go ahead and reinstate her, man, and let her have like a mandatory defense or something like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro. Like they should be giving her a belt back, but the thing what I don't like is they saying she got to fight to get it back. So what
Mhm.
is it? Why isn't it vacant? You know what I'm saying? Why
Yeah.
isn't the title vacant? If she had to fight to get it back, then that means this motherfucker should have to fight to get it as well. You know what I'm saying? So it should be a vacant title if they go do it like that. Which in my eyes, Cruz should have a title back without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? The woman was cheated like a motherfucker. You sit up here
Oh,
and say, "Oh well, oh man, it's crazy, bro." What Mauricio Sudamon doing, bro? Like I said, standing up for
speaking
their
of
own. That's how I look at it.
last one right here, Monty. Speaking of, since you brought up Mauricio Suleiman, you heard his position that he took. Uh, he backing he backing Tyson Fury against the farmer. They all bet the farm. I'm not really too much considered worried about the glove thing. I'm this farmer thing. The reason because this one is actually saying like the real, like something real. You know what I'm saying to me?
Uh huh.
Yeah. He's just come out. Look, they not listening to the farmer. California State Athletic Commission. We ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody listening. Is everybody taking the right approach to this, or should people actually listen and give it a minute and give it a listen?
Listen, me being a Deontay Wilder fan, I don't want people to think I'm coming off as being biased. I feel like this. I feel like this would be for anybody, bro. Even with the Canelo situation, he got this situation handled with that shit. But with this situation, bro, and we saying you can a whole fucking doping agency coming out saying what they feeling, you have to take some type of position behind it. In other words, you saying fuck the doping agency and what they talking about. Only if we feel like the doping agency is what we agree with, which is they working with VADA, but it still don't take away from a whole doping agency in this man whole country. This is this
Right.
man country. This is the dope agent in this country. Like this should have some type of merit to it, to where they should sit down and at least listen and say, all right, we go look into it, not just jump off the meek scale. Even if your position was to say we gonna let the shit ride how we ride, still look into it and see what's going down because this just not just for Tyson Fury. It's a whole country over there of fighters that can rock out with your WBC scrap. So by you saying fuck it, we're not gonna even take the time out to look into it because we feel like we got what we want, or we looking at the bigger, well, big money situation and not taking these fighters' health in consideration, or you know what I'm saying, just the safety precaution in general.
Real
I
shit.
feel like that's some bullshit, bro. Because now you saying, oh well, you know what? We understand that this is a big money fight that's coming up, or we can make this happen or that happen. That you want you rather take sides with one fighter over a whole motherfucking sports entertainment and boxing, and you're not gonna look into it, bro. You're not gonna even take the time out to look into it because y'all saying, oh,
You got a significant amount of people like my thing. Like I said, bro. Like even if you believe it or not, whatever. If you
yeah.
got this many
I seen your take on it, man. I seen that. That was a hell
yeah,
of a way.
you gotta at least like address it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, all right, we want to just take a look because the fans tripping about this shit. You know what I'm saying?
And
We at
just
least
like in
gotta
the
take
real
a look.
world, even if a motherfucker don't worry about it, if a motherfucker get enough petitions, they gotta take it in consideration. They gotta say, you know what? Even if I don't believe it, I got uh 10,000 motherfuckers petition this shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look into it. So you gotta have some type of standard, man, where you gotta stand up and say, all right, we understand the situation behind it. We understand. Oh, it's a lot of motherfuckers that's pissed off behind this, and they saying this, but at the same time, it's just being real about the whole entire situation, bro. Like me, I believe the former. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if I
You
believe it
believe
or
the
not,
farmer?
I believe the former, bro. Like I say, I look into it and I say he's saying about some shit that's been his stink for a while, and he didn't get his money. Like I say, great fucking interview by Pharaoh. That was a beautiful interview by young Pharaoh and the fighter, the sparring partner. I can't get his name right now. How he said they didn't come out and pay him his money. How they try to use him and say, you know what, we ain't gonna pay you your money for sparring, but we gonna try to get you some fights if you can keep your mouth closed. You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, I ain't doing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I want my money, and y'all don't know who y'all fucking with. You know what I'm saying? That's why I
Mhm.
say he got fucking like, come on now. Ben Davis is not going off on this man for no reason, bro. Ben Davis is not
Mhm.
going off on this man for no reason. Like he's saying, you have to see me this, that, threaten the man and shit like that. So at the end of
But
the
why
day,
do you
bro,
think now? Let me ask you this: why do you think now? You think the farmer just seen a good time to take advantage of the shit? Like shit, if I'm gonna get some money up off this, now gonna be the time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't strike now, then the time
yeah,
gonna pass. You think
yeah.
that's the reason he came out right now, right after his biggest victory and all that shit? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Looking at the money getting passed out. And listen, I said this. Even though I say I believe the former, I don't fuck with the former because I call him a bitch too because he been knowing what was going on. But at the end of the day, we can't get mad because people keep saying, "Oh, that's like somebody coming out and snitching and stick." I say, "Yeah." At the end of the day, because he coming out snitching don't mean it ain't true. Now,
True.
it's like you're saying. He looking at that situation like these motherfuckers ain't paid me my $30,000 yet, but these motherfuckers got big money on big money on
They
big
just
money.
seen niggas. They hitting
Yeah,
licks back to back. They hitting licks
exactly.
back to back.
Exactly. Want to just play me like a bitch? Oh no. Well, okay. We gonna see what's up then. Fuck it. I'm gonna come out
Mhm.
and put my family shit on the line because, like I say, that's disgracing him as well. He getting disgraced. It ain't like he just, but he's saying shit. I want my goddamn money. So if I ain't gonna get my money, then fuck it. We go do what we got to do around this motherfucker. And that's how I look at
Now
that
I'm gonna tell
situation.
you straight like this though, fam. Like what's scared with the thing about this, if you let's just say, and take in mind, I ain't seen no news yet officially saying that UCAS started no kind of investigations. You know what I'm saying?
Uh
I hear
huh.
Frank out here telling us what investigation. I don't know what y'all talking about. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's nothing officially has started, but let's just say it do. My only fear is that you remember when the first time around went down when he had the investigation with UCAD.
Uh
The
huh.
one thing that Tyson Fury scares the crap out of UCAD about, and that's what this one thing that everybody got to know. He can outspin UCAD. He can challenge so much stuff and threaten to take it to the courts and outspin them. And they ain't got but a such amount of money in budget. They can't pay for lawyer fees. He has the ability to say, okay, you want to put me on the investigation? Fine. Everything that they submit, I want an appeal. I want an appeal. Every piece of evidence, oh, we got to have a fight about this evidence. It's gonna come down to legal costs. It's gonna come down to that's what happened in the first time. You know what I'm saying? And he was able to out sustain them in costs. And I think that even if some shit, even if you got, that's why I say if you got these concrete proof, like the young boy, young Furrow think he has, and this farmer, the people you going to ex investigated,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they got the capability to do it.
Now
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know
I just
about
don't
young
think they
Pharaoh
do.
doing all that court and all that shit. Like I said, I ain't been really looking at him like going into it that much. But I looked at him and I seen that interview with the I seen him go live with the interview with the kid. Like I went back and looked at a few things with him. So all the other legal shit he talking about doing, yeah, his money ain't long enough to go try to play with that type of
No,
shit. You know
nah,
what I'm saying?
and that's how I say, bro. Even just to touch that, bro. That glove situation, man. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, bro. It ain't gonna go nowhere
Yeah.
because you gonna have to indicate too many. There's too many people gonna have to indicate themselves. Ain't gonna happen.
That's really outside his playing field right there. Like, okay, we appreciate the effort you put in and the
But
time you
that's
put in to
hard.
go get some, you know what I'm saying? And we validate that with you. But when you talking about going to court on some shit that has nothing to do with you at all, like that has nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm,
as a fan, I don't even think you even bought the goddamn fight, the first fight. So you can't
mm-hmm.
even say I want my 79.99 back. You know what I'm saying? So you talking about going to court on some shit you really don't know about. You just you going too far then. You know what I'm saying? That's where you going
Mm-hmm.
you spending unnecessary money on shit that don't have nothing to do with you and you trying to really get something out of it. You know what I'm saying? Wild not even trying to do the shit you talking about doing. So yeah,
Nah,
you
and
have to go and sit
that's why
your
I
ass
gotta
back
draw the
on that.
line at, man.
Yeah, you have to
But
sit
I
his ass
don't
back
know,
on
bro. That's why I'm be honest with you, bro. Like I'm done. I'm gonna move on from it myself because
that.
I just don't see where it's going. I just when the rubber meet the road, bro. I just don't see where it's gonna come out of. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a situation. For one, this shit would take forever. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
not gonna suspend Fury. They not gonna drop Fury, bro. It's just not gonna happen, man. Too much money on the line.
Yeah.
That's just the ugly truth. You know what I'm saying? I ain't happy to say this shit, but it's the ugly truth. You
I
know what I
agree
mean?
100%. I don't think like nothing gonna come out of. Like I say, I speak on it a little bit in my videos, but I'm not making no videos on it trying to take that shit elsewhere. Me myself, I'm looking. I want the third fight. That's it. I want the
Waiting
third
for the
fight,
third fight.
and I want Wilder to make sure they pay full attention on what the fuck's going on. And I think that's all we can get it from it. You know what I'm saying?
Any
But
suggestions on trainers? Any suggestion on what like should Wilder go back to an old fighter, old trainer? Any good names you might want to float out there?
with saying with that, man, I can't like. That's something Wilder gonna have to think about. Like, because when you look at that type of shit, I really don't know. And because I really don't know what can really make him that much more better right now at this stage in his career, bro. Especially being into a fight with Tyson Fury like that. I think what's gonna have to work for him is what worked for him, trying to land that big shot. Like, yes, you can go in it and change a few things of how to get to that shot and put some more defense on and go forward. But at this stage, once you get into that ring, and my thing is this, man, trying to work a game plan, your
A short
next
amount
fight,
of time.
yeah, your next fight against a motherfucker like Fury in a big time fight like that, I think it only
Mhm.
causes more confusion. Cause I think you'll be thinking, you'll overthink some shit. You and you trying to
Yeah.
work this shit, and you will be going back to what you do, and now you got the trainer trying to tell you stop doing this, work on. But in your head, you know what I'm saying? Once you get punched in your shit, it's right back to who I am in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Back to the
Yeah,
game. Did you see you seen her last fight? You seen
yeah.
Jared Hurd last
Yeah,
fight?
and he wanted to turn back into what he was so bad, bro.
Bro, he looked, bro, them first early rounds, man, my man was awkward as fuck, bro. It just
I
didn't even,
swear, bro.
it ain't even look right, bro. He looked awkward trying to throw the jab and move, and I was just
Yeah,
like, he
against
gonna
that
get in there
girl,
with a dude who's gonna pop his ass, and he gonna go right
yeah.
back to what he know. You know what I'm saying?
I say her wanted to go back to what he knows so damn bad in that fight, bro.
Yeah, bro, it ain't gonna hold up, bro. I mean, I hope he get better and for his safety and his health and all that, but
Facts.
bro, I don't see that holding up, not whatsoever, man. I
I
see my
agree
man
100%, bro.
getting punched in the mouth and the game plan out the window. Fuck it, I'm going back to who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Real shit, bro. Hey man, but we've been rolling for a minute, homie. You know what I'm saying? It's time for me to get ready to get on up out of here, man. You
No
know what I'm
doubt,
saying?
no doubt.
Man, how you doing all right with this coronavirus shit, man? You know, the toilet
Man,
paper and the napkins hard to find, man. You know what I'm saying?
exactly, bro. They didn't shut my whole school down, so I'm schooling from online now. We on Blackboard doing this shit, so I'm like, damn. So yeah, I
Damn,
mean,
man.
I can't
Hey
say it really
Slim.
been too bad.
Hey Slim, they got the paper towels. Bro, they got the paper towels for like 6 rolls going for like $80 on eBay and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, I was out
Yeah,
here killing them on the low. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. Like, hey, but that's just the shit, bro. And I was telling somebody, I was saying in the lead into this episode is, dog, living through this coronavirus shit, like, you know what I mean? It shows me living through how, I hate to say it like this, but a economy can be brought to its knees over a disease, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I never looked. I always looked at, okay, yeah, populations can be wiped out, animals, all kinds of. But bro, to see if just imagine if the knob got turned up, bro, a couple clicks, bro. Look at what we
yeah.
already seen at the low point.
And I
Stock
mean,
market wiped out.
the
You got
world, the
runs on
world
the
taking
grocery
notice.
stores and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So all from a disease, fam. Like I never lived and see that. Damn, this is how ramped up to the limit, dog. You can really do some damage with it. I never knew that with a disease, and it's just a learning experience for
and
me.
I want to say this. I want to say this, but that's how like the world taking notice. Like America, this big ass powerhouse. They say this and say that. They looking now. You want to fuck America around? Fuck the economy up. You know what I'm saying? Figure out a way to
Bruh,
fuck the
like
economy
damn,
up and
but
use
just
that
that
shit as a
easy
weapon.
though. Just that like one little few announcements. I mean, I ain't saying this is something you take lightly. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
yeah,
it can get like 50 times worse. And just to know that just at this stage,
yeah.
look at all this, you know what I mean? It just make you go, dang, Joe. Like
I
imagine
mean,
if,
it's an eye opener too, man. It's an eye opener for shit that we take for granted. And sorry about the little noise.
yeah.
That's Nas, little badass. I got a spoiled ass nephew here. But look, I'm telling you, bro.
All that.
It's just for us to really open our eyes up and see like motherfuckers need to start planning for rainy days. You know what I'm saying?
Dog,
Planning for rainy days and see like you said, because if the shit get worse than this, hey, listen,
dog, if it keep ticking up and getting work, dog, if we get into like, dog, depression numbers, dog, I'm telling you,
yeah,
people gonna feel pain that they ain't never felt, man. It's gonna be some
yeah,
survival type tactics gonna have to kick in. You know what I'm saying?
trying
Them
to tell
instincts
you,
gonna have to kick in.
trying to tell you, bro.
You know? Real shit, man. But look here, fam. I see my Wi-Fi bugging again. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Much love to you, fam. Much love. You still got that ESJ interview coming
Oh
soon?
yeah, bro, it's coming, bro. Like it's like I said, I was just on this last stream, fuck one though. But yeah, we gonna make that happen, bro. Best believe it. Best believe it. I got
Man, keep
ESJ coming,
grinding on
man.
that, fam.
Yes, sir.
Keep on grinding on that. You know, we support you 100% over here, fam. You know what I'm saying? I want to see
Vice versa.
everybody over there, Mamani, make that happen, man. Real spill, man. Much love
Vice
to you,
versa.
man. Let everybody know where they can find you at, fam.
Man, y'all can follow me right here on
If they don't
Instagram.
already know already, everybody that know
Right.
me know you, fam.
Right,
This
but
is
we say
all
that
love. You know
on
what I'm saying?
YouTube right here at Monty Brown TV, on Instagram at Monty underscore the writer, and at Monty Brown on Facebook, man. Much love to everybody out there, man. Thank you, my brother, main man. Like I say, the most stand up guy that I ever met in my life. You dig? And like I tell people, if you want to debate Monty Brown, there's only one place we're going down. That's right here on Main Man Made Man. If it ain't no Main Man Made Man, it's nowhere. It's nothing. But salute to you,
Much
my
love.
brother. Keep on grinding, bro. You one of the realest that like from the beginning. From the beginning,
Yeah,
bro. You always been true. You always been real. You always been looking at it from both sides. You never gave
always.
nobody no extra credit than what they deserve, bro. And that's what I respect about you, champ. Much love, much
Appreciate
respect. And whenever you need me, bro, you know you got me, champ.
all day, fam. And same here, right back at you, man. Hey, when next
Fact,
time you go live, I'm there. You already know, bro. Already know.
fact.
Anything you need, hit me up anytime, fam. Much love,
No doubt.
fam.
No
All
doubt.
right. Yes, sir, man. So yeah, man. That's the homie Monty Brown. Good discussion right there. That's how we carried it on this edition of We Talking Boxing, man. That's fam. Monty gonna be messing with Earl Spence Jr. For y'all who don't already know, man, Monty already got a string of just off the chart interviews already, man. Go over there, check him out. He got Tevin Farmer, he got Derek James, man. He got a lot of folks, man. He got a lot of folks. He got former fighters, he got current fighters, up and coming fighters, the whole nine, man. Everybody go check out Monty Brown TV, man. That's a real live boxing mind right there, and that's the homie all day. Much love to Doc Vader in the super chat, fam. Much love, homie, man. Salute the main man, made man, and Monty Brown. Peace be with you, brothers, as well. God bless all day. Thank you, Doc Vader, for the love and support, man. Thank you all, man. Salute to everybody that came on here and rock with the homie main man, made man on the Saturday, man. Like I just told Monty, man, let your survival to my men out there. You know what I'm saying? Let your survival instincts kick in at this time. Don't wait till it's too late. Sure, it may not get no worse than what it is, but you don't know that. You know what I'm saying? All you need to be knowing right now is survival instincts intact, hoarding, storage, everything. Make sure your people are straight. You dig? Don't wait till it's too late, man. Even if it don't go left. Fuck it. Just be prepared. You know what I mean? Much love to you all, man. To the playback players, thumbs up for me, man. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. We covered some cool topics today, man. A lot of cool boxing talk, man. Anybody that want to get up on here and rap with the homie, just let me know. Holler at me. You know what I'm saying? And we make it happen, man. Much love to y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Thumbs up on the way out, fam. And like I always say, man, to the next one. Peace out.